low battery.
Mine probably died a while ago.
I got 10%. But yeah, I'm shooting on my iPhone.
Yeah.
And like my brother let me borrow his DSLR, and he offered to let me buy it from him, and I've been like testing it out, and like I like it, but honestly, like this is good enough for me. Like the quality is good. It's so much easier to use. It's not like bulky and stuff like that. It doesn't get in the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like the quality on mine. It takes good pictures. Yeah. I think on these newer iPhones, like the pictures are really good on them. And so it doesn't bother me. It's just like it's limited the amount of stuff you can do edit-wise. Like you can't adjust the color that much and different things. And plus, it's like on this tiny. I mean, it's a big screen, but it's still like. Yeah. And you have to like if you're trying to catch like a crop point at the right spot.
You're trying to use your thumb.
Screwing it up. Yeah. So that's tough.
Yeah.
It's slow.
But that's also another thing is that like as well as like people think that they can't do van life or travel or something like that because of like routine and like what they've been told in like society and stuff like that. A lot of people don't think that they can have a YouTube channel or like make good YouTube videos or like have a fan base or build a community or anything like that because they don't have the fancy equipment, because they don't have the fancy software and stuff like that. You know, they watch these vlogs or like these YouTube videos of these people who have huge fan bases and they have lots of money and like lots of like people helping them make like productions, stuff like that, and like these like thousands of dollars in camera equipment and like all this editing software and stuff like that, when really all you need is just a cell phone and an internet connection.
Yeah. It's funny because if you watch the people that are the more successful people and they have like people will ask them how do you vlog and they'll be like get your phone out and film yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's all you gotta do.
It's true.
So do you have something absolutely ridiculous on YouTube that you watch, like your guilty ridiculous YouTube go to?
That's a good question.
You go first with that.
Me?
I don't know. I gotta think about
absolutely
that.
ridiculous stuff. My go-to ridiculous stuff. Probably Joe Santagato. I'm a pretty big Joe Santagato fan. He's like a comedian from New York City. And he's only like, I don't know, 24, 25 or whatever, but like he does these videos of like people of Walmart or like what'd you say videos?
I know, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he does like these what'd you say videos with, and I've done those videos with my brother, and they're just like stupid fun and stuff like that, and like some very simple edits. Actually, I took inspiration from Joe Santagato in the form of editing. Like I kind of like take editing inspiration from like all kinds of walks of life.
Yeah.
And Joe Santagato is one of them because like in his what'd you say videos, it's basically like one person wears a headset and the other person says something and you have to like try to guess what they're saying by reading their lips.
Oh, okay.
And
I've seen those before, yeah.
Yeah, it gets so funny and it's very quick edits. Like he'll like say something and then there'll be a laugh and you'll cut the laugh off mid laugh and like just be on to the next sentence and stuff. There's no pauses, and I very like it was very entertaining to watch, and I knew that it made it more entertaining because of that edit. So I kind of like took from that edit. But yeah, that's probably my silly stuff. Like I watch a lot of vlogs and like I try to watch a lot of like TED Talks and like learn a lot of stuff and like study and stuff like that. But like if I just am in the mood to like horse around or like just be entertained, Joe Santagato is probably it for me.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
I know mine. I got two.
Also, Alexis G. Zoll. I kind of been getting more into Alexis G. Zoll. She has this podcast called Zoll Good, and she's just a super young girl, but like she's super silly and stuff like that. So I recommend her. She's pretty.
See, mine
funny.
are completely unrelated. I watch bass fishing tutorials. I don't know why, but there's this like group of kids in Texas that just film themselves fishing for bass. And I don't know why. I watch it. It's like my nightcap.
That's awesome.
And military ration review videos. Do you ever watch those? Like people like like MREs and stuff like that.
They just test them.
Yeah, I don't know why. I would never do that. Like I have no interest in it, but like it'll pop up in my feed and I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch that. And they're like 25 minutes long and they'll be like,
oh my god,
this freeze-dried crackers. Like they'll hold it up and like, I don't know why.
That's hilarious.
It's like my therapy. It's like how I go to like calm down and go to sleep at night. Like I watch guys reviewing freeze-dried crackers. I don't know.
That's funny. There is actually another channel that I just started watching recently who it's just like completely ridiculous. It's called the Simon Christopher Show. He's this guy from like Toronto, Canada, and he basically just like defiles his body, and like he like the video that really caught my eye, I think it's probably his biggest video, is he drank a lot of laxative and then super glued his asshole shut. And not only that, but like he put thumbtacks on his toilet seat so that when he did eventually have to go take a dump, he was gonna sit on thumbtacks and like make himself bleed. And also, in order to get his asshole super glued, he had to have his friend do it, and his friend pepper sprayed his asshole and stuff like that. Like, it's just a freaking mess. Like, he just like does all these stupid things. I'm like, why would anybody do this or watch this? And then I watched it.
That seems like something that I would get, like, you know how you get into those like bottomless pits of clicking on YouTube? That's something I would like find in there.
No, yeah, I
like the ASMR videos.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
I think the last Simon Christopher Show video I watched was he reached 20,000 subscribers and then went back down below 20,000 subscribers, and he was gonna make a video saying thanks for the 20,000 subs, but then by the time he posted the video, he went back down. So he tried to like he's like, I'm just gonna stay positive and keep smiling, and he tried stapling his face into a smile. Yeah, just really stupid stuff, but it's funny nonetheless. Yeah. Entertaining, I should say. Guilty pleasure.
I'm telling you what, you gotta check out them bass fishing videos. Put you right to sleep. It's like melatonin.
I'm interested in those MRE test videos.
There's this one guy, he gets so into it. He'd be like, this reheated beef steak is succulent. I'll be like, you're laying in bed, like, watching it. Drop the phone on your face and stuff. Yeah. I don't know why. I just always seem to click on them. But, and then there's like a set of people that I follow that I try to watch every day. I get a chance. I'm behind on a couple of them from when I was out of town. I didn't watch anybody, so I've been catching up on people.
Yeah. I
try to reach out and communicate with as many as you can. Like, I think that's all about like growing your network of people that you know. Like, sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Like, there's this awesome Vanlife YouTube channel called Where's My Office Now? And it's just a couple, Corey Smith and Emily King and their dog Penny Rose, and they have this like huge following and stuff like that, and they're really awesome people, and like they used to make like these awesome videos. I say used to because they kind of like have stopped uploading as much, but they still like post on Instagram and stuff like that, but they have this huge following, and like they were one of my first inspirations in van life. They're actually like what got me into like van life and like looking up van life videos, and that's how I found like Gary and stuff like that. That's how I met you. But like they were like one of the first initial ones for me, and I emailed them, and I didn't think that they would email me back or anything. Like I figured it would just be lost in like the internet.
Yeah.
They actually emailed me back and set up a phone call, and I talked to Corey Smith on the phone for like an hour, and it was like surreal. Like it felt like I was talking to like a celebrity or something like that. Like, and he just sat there and like he answered questions about van life and like helped me out and stuff like that. Like it was super cool. Like he was just very down to earth.
Have you ever reached out to somebody who you really admire? Like you watch them for a long time, then you finally reach out to them and find out that they're like a douche. You ever had that happen?
No, I'm just kidding. I
just had that happen recently.
Really?
And I was so upset. Like, you know, I'm like, I watch this guy, like, he does backpacking videos. Like, I love backpacking. And so, like, I'd never, like, reached out to him, but I would, like, comment and stuff like that. And he did a couple trails around here, and then because he did them, I went and did them, and, like, really appreciated what he did, or, like, even some of the products that he uses, like, I bought. And then the one day he posted a video, and here he was at the John P. Saylor Trail out in Wimber, like Wolf Rocks. He was out there.
Been to Wolf Rocks.
Really?
Yeah,
we gotta go out there sometime. Yeah, we gotta go out there sometime. But he's out there, and so I like messaged him, and I was like, "Yo, that's 2 minutes from my house. Like I grew up hiking that trail and everything." I was like, "That you should next time you come out that way, I can show you like there's a back loop to the trail and like all this different stuff." And he emails me back, and Wolf Rocks, what it is like, it's kind of near where you guys were at Wimber. It's like maybe 10 minutes farther past that way, and it's just this huge rock up on a cliff, and you hike out to it, and then there's kind of like natural staircase that like weaves up into it, and then it looks out, and you can see like 2 different states, and it's on like the side of Pleasantville Mountain.
That's Wolf Rocks you're talking about?
Yeah, Wolf Rocks, and the whole rocks are spray painted, like it's like an artist's like dump spot, and it's really cool. Like
That's
some
awesome.
of it's not appropriate,
Yeah,
but like
sounds awesome.
It's really cool. And all he did was write back to me, and he was like, "You all should be ashamed of yourself for disrespecting nature with all that graffiti." He's like, "I won't be back." And I was like, what? Like, like you appreciate this guy, and like I really did appreciate him. And then he, one time I reached out to him, and the first thing he says back to me, and I'm like, he has like 75,000 followers on his channel, and I was like, how in the world did you grow your channel this big without some sort of positive interaction with your followers? Like, I think you have to. You know, I always try to reply to comments. Like, I only have, 40 followers now, but I always try to reach out to my people if they leave a comment or something like that, or if they follow me on Instagram. Like, how do you get that big with being that way?
Yeah.
Like, that arrogant. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe it was just like, either Wolf Rock's offended or whatever.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Did you ever see those Exploring With videos? Those.
I seen Exploring with Josh.
Yeah.
Steve.
You know he went to.
Yeah, I was just telling him that. Yeah, I seen that video of him out there. It's crazy to know
weird.
he walked the same ground.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
That's weird. I'm gonna have to check him out because he was telling me while we were there that Exploring with Josh was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah, it was weird because I just had started watching him, and I subscribed to him. I remember I got the notification he posted a new video, and I opened it up and I'm like, yo, this is 10 minutes from where I'm at right now. And but I don't know, he keeps it real secret when he goes somewhere.
Yeah, he don't like telling
he doesn't tell anybody, or he won't even tell you where you're at. And people are all commenting on there oh, that's in Winter, Pennsylvania. It's real cool, that guy. I've gone back and talked to the guy before, and he'll just be like, go head back, just don't break anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So many people go back there.
Yeah. It's easy to fall in love with this city, dude. This city is so beautiful, and I think maybe it's just because I'm a tourist here.
Yeah.
But it's like a city built on hills, and all the roads are curvy and windy, and there's the incline plane with the great view. There's a trolley car place. There's so many hidden gems in this city, and I can't find stuff like that near where I live. So this place is just it's so refreshing to be here. I love it.
It's got its history. Its history is where it's at.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, its present isn't really where it's at.
Yeah. So
its
I've heard.
history is where it's at, which is unfortunate, but I don't know. Did you see the guy making the documentary about Johnstown? The
No.
Don't Let This Town Die. It's a national documentary.
Wow.
What it is, I'm not going to talk bad on Johnstown. I just got to mention this one thing. So this guy went out and he picked he went out and across the United States and visited the top 10 fastest dying towns in the whole country. And Johnstown's number 7.
Wow.
And so he went and visited them all, and then he picked one to do a documentary on and try to diagnose why this town is dying. And he picked Johnstown.
Wow.
So I think it's called Why Is This Town Dying, or Keep This Town. I don't know. He has an Instagram. Instagram and Facebook. I just found it not too long ago. But I guess it's a big budget documentary that's coming out either this summer or something like that. It's already all filmed. They must have done it real covert and they filmed it. But yeah, so I'm interested to see what that's all about.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's got its cool history. Everywhere you go, you say Johnstown, they're like, the place with the flood. And we learn about it in school and stuff, and you realize it's a pretty big deal. You don't realize how big of a deal it was until you get out of Johnstown.
Yeah.
And people are like, I read about that place in the history book, and I was like, really? Read about Johnstown in the history book? That's great. I guess that's kind of cool.
Did you know a lot of the steel and all the stuff that was used to build the Golden Gate Bridge was made here?
Really?
I swear, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that it was between Pittsburgh and Johnstown, back in the boom days. It was a huge percentage of the steel for the whole country came out of here and stuff. And that's all of my older family. That's what they did. My grandpa is retired from Bethlehem Steel, and that's what he did. And
that's what kept the whole town alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they use, all the big, those big waterways that are through the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they used to, send everything off to. Then they built the steel mills, or what's it called, railroad cars and crap like that. I mean, the way, when you're sitting up on top, Devil's Rock, or up at the top of the incline plane, you literally, it feels like you're sitting in a snow globe.
Yeah.
Yeah. People here don't see it that way, really, but I do.
It's just a whole different view on the town. It just looks so picturesque, and it looks like a picture. Picturesque, yeah. But it literally looks like a drawn out picture when you're up there. And then you go down and you see some of the parts that I was but,
yeah.
But that's everywhere. That's everywhere around here. There's always, it's just I keep telling myself so many people just write this place off, and I think we'll move. If you're gonna sit here and bash it, well then why do you live here?
Yeah.
We have our negatives, but we have our positives, and it's never gonna, that balance is never gonna shift the other direction if you're gonna sit here and be like, it's all crap, this place is nothing, blah blah blah. You live in it, so go somewhere else. If you want, that just doesn't make sense to me.
It's weird. from just the few people that I've met in this like city, the amount of like kind of like nationalism for Johnstown there is. You know, it just seems like a lot of people have like pride, even though it's like a dying city. They like they're proud to live here. They like have, it means a lot to them. Johnstown just means a lot to these people and stuff like that. Like I don't have that sense of like home or like you know, like pride in where I come from or anything like that. But Johnstown, even just like being in Johnstown, I love Johnstown. You know what I mean? So there's some sort of magic. Yeah.
And even whenever I moved away, like I'd always want to come back. Like, you know, at some point in time, like I'd always want to revisit and come back. And like, but when you're here, like you want to get out, and then you go away, and then you're away for a while, and you're like, I need to get back, and you know, I need to go down to Coney Island, or I need to like, you know, I need to experience some Johnstown. And you always come back. So that's why I've like had the opportunity over the last year or so to like be back here and kind of. Now I'm ready. Like I'm ready to. I'll come back. Now I'm ready to like move on a little bit, see what else is there.
Well, I'm excited to see what you do. I'm going to end my video here because my phone's probably about to die.
Yeah, mine's pretty loud too, so I'm going to end mine.
Follow him, Jesse, What Now Society on YouTube. ThatManNamedGary, LoveWillTravel. So glad that all three of us could get together to make a video.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice meeting you,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate the visit.